back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman, broadcasting today from the Garden Level Studio at my house, actually. We are going to be absolutely moving our downtown Lansing studios to the airport, the Lansing Region International Airport, and that will be happening probably sometime next week, so look forward to that. But right now, we're running down to Hillsdale, Michigan, and we're going to spend some time with Sean Hilbert, president of Cobra MOTO. Sean, it's good to have you on the show. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about, and you are on because MMA, Michigan Manufacturers Association, has you as a finalist for the coolest thing made in Michigan. So with that, let's segue into what is Cobra MOTO, and then we'll get to the product.
Yeah, sure. So Cobra MOTO, founded in, almost 30 years ago now, 1994, for the sole purpose of designing and manufacturing and distributing the finest, most capable youth performance motorcycles on the planet. And it was founded in Ohio. We moved the company to Michigan in 2006, and we've been operating out of Hillsdale since then.
So let me ask you, what was behind that move?
Well, a bunch of things. Michigan, home state for me. Born here, raised here, went to school here. Started my career at Ford Motor Company here, and so a lot of resources, were available to us between the universities, between the supply base, between a lot of connections that I knew. I knew Michigan would be a great home.
Yeah, well, it absolutely is, and I'm a little late in thanking you for coming back, but that was a great move for all of us, actually. All right, so let's talk about that product that got you as a finalist to the coolest thing made in Michigan.
Yeah, so it's our first electrified product. For years, the internal combustion engine has been the heart and soul of race machinery. And by the way, when I say race machinery, and I say youth competition, I really mean that. Our core audience our core market is maybe 6 years old to 12 years old. If you turn on NBC Sports this winter and watch Supercross on TV, which will be live on NBC Sports, the vast majority of those athletes got their start on one of our bikes when they were kids, and they all got their start on a typical internal combustion engine bike. And so the CX-5E is our first electric entry into this marketplace.
So when these kids come to you for your product to start out, do they have any background that would be conducive to them being in this sport?
Yeah, great question. So a lot of them are from families that kind of live on two wheels, live outdoors. I call our cohort, from a marketing perspective, I call them the blue collar chic crowd, right? A lot of them come from construction industries and things like that, where if you're a contractor, if you're a general contractor, you're busy. You do fairly well in life, which you can afford to go racing. You can also kind of control your schedule, so you can go away for 3 or 4 or 5 days at a time to these big races that we support. So it's a unique market. It's a unique marketplace, and the families live life to absolutely the fullest. They live life outdoors. They're relatively they're not risk averse, let's just put it that way, and they really love life, and that's one of the wonderful things about the industry that we serve.
So I'm guessing that you have a bike as well.
I grew up. I'm one of the what is called today still the Michigan Mafia. Motocross in Michigan has been a stalwart in the state since the 60s. We have one of the top venues in the entire world down in Buchanan, Michigan, for racing. The whole world just came here for what's essentially the Olympics of motocross last month. So yeah, motocross and motorcycle racing has a deep history in Michigan, and I was part of that as a kid.
Okay, so why did we go electric?
So yeah, great question. And a lot of people just jump to well, it's green, and it's true. It is green. It's where the world is heading. But we wanted to take it a step further than that. We kind of looked at Tesla as an inspiration and said, Tesla is green. They're the future. But why do people buy that car? Some of it's maybe to be environmentally conscious, but the reality is the acceleration in that company was not necessarily because they were green, but because it was an awesome vehicle. And we're doing things with the electrified bike that we never could do with the gasoline powered bike. For example, through software, we can allow parents to meter out performance a little bit at a time as their kid improves their skill and improves their, just has more experience, right?
Yeah.
We can do things with connectivity that we never could before. It's quiet, so the bike can be run somewhat in suburbia, right? If you have an acre backyard, you can put a little track back there. You never could do that otherwise.
Unbelievable stuff. And listen, we got like 30 seconds left. You use the word acceleration.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between acceleration in the electric and the gas? Because there certainly is in cars.
Yeah, there could be. Now we sized and we spec'd the two motorcycles, our gasoline powered version and our electric version. They're really pretty similar, with similar performance at the top end. But like I said, the parents can dial that back for a beginner. So it's really a beautiful platform.
Unbelievable. Sean Hilbert, president of Cobra Moto in Hillsdale, Michigan. Good luck in this quest to be the coolest thing made in Michigan. You're in our book, you're there.
Thank you so much.
All right, bud. Thank you. You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.